Hello and welcome to Heart Talk, coming to you right here in Hard Knocks, Malaysia. So I'm your host, my name is Paggie, and today we have Wei Ning.
Hello.
And feel free to say hi in the comment below. We're so excited to have you guys tuning in this episode. Of course, a little bit of what Heart Talk is. Heart Talk is a channel right here where we share a conversation that is very honest and raw. And with this, we also resonate whatever we share here with the conversations. Maybe it will resonate someone out here to support you in your life and your journey. So of course, Heart Talk is where we're going to create magic and let your heart do the talking. So what's next? Is Wei Ning. A little bit introduce who are you and let the audience know your name, your age, and also what do you do.
My name is Wei Ning. I am 35. I know I don't look like it. I look a lot younger. I work in finance. So I've been in finance for almost 15 years already. Currently, I work as the head of financial planning and analysis in a telco.
So with your work and everything, because I've been listening to your podcast and it was 5 years ago. Yeah.
That one.
It touched the part that your relationship and how do you see your growth? Like this 5 years from who you were and who you are right now, and what are you experiencing such that you have this much growth that with you?
Okay, 5 years ago, that podcast. So that podcast was talking about iron ladies, strong, independent lady. But it was a Chinese podcast, right? So it was the Chinese always call it like 强女人, 铁女人, that kind of And definitely 5 years ago and now, am I still strong and independent? I am. It's just that I probably have gone from I don't need a man to I still don't need a man. I can want one, and what is that? I guess what is that shift is also learning that learning to embrace femininity. Because to me, right, for the longest time, femininity is like very fake. That's my belief of femininity. It's very those kind of girls that are like cutesy, like, oh, I cannot do it, that is my natural belief that I've always carried. But now I see it as actually it is still strength. It is still leading. It's not being weak. It's just a different kind of energy. So am I more feminine versus 5 years ago? I think so. Am I less strong? No. I think I've actually maintained that same strength and independence. Of course, energy has shifted. Yes. Probably a lot more joyful now.
It's freer. It's like free you up rather than being the very strong, solid one, but then you're willing to open up and attract because the attraction is some kind of strength. So I would say it's even more stronger rather than maintain the strength.
Correct.
That's amazing to hear that because the blossoming of you, even looking at the picture of you 5 years ago.
Also that time versus now, I'm like maybe 12 to 15 kgs different. Thank God.
Speaking about God, because you've been in this work with the Advanced Living series, and you have been like 150 days with Hard Knocks, and working with your personal development. And I'm also very curious, how do you put these two together with the faith and your journey with the leadership?
So maybe I'll just give a little bit of background of my faith first. I grew up in a very much Buddhist/Taoist family. And somewhere in high school, I actually made the decision to convert to be a Christian. And then that led me to where I am today. So as of today, I am a very faithful, believing Christian. And I must say, when I first stepped into the Advanced Living series, I definitely stepped in with some initial skepticism. So one thing that I always ask God for me is that I ask for wisdom to discern, meaning I wanted to make sure that whatever it is that I was going to be taking away from the course, I wanted to make sure it was aligned with God's word. therefore the Bible lah. And I felt like actually whether or not it was the intended purpose of the training, I actually but I guess it is now, because it's also about opening up our heart. I actually felt a lot closer to God, and I felt like I understood His words a lot more. So one of it that, for example, when we talk about do not worry about tomorrow. So I guess a lot of Christians out there will be very familiar with the verse, do not worry about tomorrow. And over here, through the Advanced Living series, there was a lot of conversations we had about being present. It doesn't mean I don't plan for tomorrow. I mean, we still have to be smart human being and plan for tomorrow. But it's being present where I'm at and giving 100% focus, rather than, I'm doing this and half my mind is thinking of something else. You know, so that there was so much more understanding that came with, oh, this is what it means by do not worry about tomorrow. Yeah, and something else that in the Bible verse also there was, this is one of my favorite. This is from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Rejoice always. Yeah. Pray unceasingly, giving thanks in everything. And it's very easy to link the word rejoice to joy and being happy. Does it mean that actually the Bible's telling me to be happy 100% of the time? Actually, no. But it's a choice. It's a choice to rejoice. It's a choice to be joyful. Yeah. Yeah, I can blabber on about all these things for the longest time. I'll just end with this last one. Okay, last one. You can see I'm very passionate about this. There are two greatest commandments that the Bible has for, or rather what Jesus mentions in the Bible. Two greatest commandments, which is love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. And love your neighbors as you love yourself. And I know it's a bit cliche talking about loving yourself, and honestly, one part of me has always felt that it was very selfish of people to be only loving themselves, because I think I somehow equated to loving yourself means you cannot love other people, and loving other people means you don't love yourself. Somehow, I don't know how, somehow formed that kind of equation. Maybe the math part in me, the accountant, right? Like it cannot equate, like it cannot coexist. But again, through the Advanced Living series, there was this whole new understanding that actually when I'm loving myself, right, I'm taking care of myself so that I can love others even longer or even more. Yeah, it's no longer I'm loving myself for me, but I'm loving myself because I care about you and I care about God. And therefore, I want to take care of myself, which actually then led to the whole, what I was talking earlier about losing weight and all that. Because suddenly, I'm not losing weight just for myself. I'm actually losing weight because I care about other people and I care about this body that God gave me, So it became really a very different shift in perspectives. Yeah.
And the way you express love is totally different as well.
Correct. So now when I go back to church, and honestly church, right, it's a conglomerate of many, many different types of people, and not everyone is easily lovable one. The people that are same vibe with me, same energy, same type, sure, very easy one, yeah. But not so same then a bit like, I used to say like energy suckers. But now when I go back to them, right, it's a lot easier to see people for who they are. Yeah, and I get it now lah. Like, yeah, love your neighbors as you love yourself. Yeah.
There's compassionate in it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
With that much more love that you are also giving and also receiving as well from there. I'm also curious with your faith, along this journey since your middle school, high school until now. I somehow put you on the path of coming to ALS, into this journey as well. Like, what makes you like step into say yes to it and make time to attend the whole series and also fully committed, and until now you're on the table of podcast too. like what truly like gets you here and you say yes to it?
I only said yes because I trusted my cousin. My cousin came for the training herself. She's not a believer actually, so she had a hard time trying to get me to come because I then threw her a lot of like, what if it's not in line with my faith? I also was a workaholic. Yeah, like work was literally my passion and the only thing I knew how to do.
The next phase.
Correct. Yeah, the joke that my friends will always have, right? You never need to worry about where I'm at. I'm only ever going to be in 3 places. It's either I'm at work, I'm at church, or I'm at home. That's it. Very easy. So, the conversation with her was, is it going to be in line with my faith? And have I got time to do that? Or yeah. So I only came because I trusted her. And I wouldn't say it was the easiest thing to go through initially, because I was resisting. It's not that, the training was difficult. No, it was more definitely me just not wanting to see things, because I think one big part of it is it's actually taking a pause in my life and taking out the mirror, myself taking out the mirror and having a really good hard look at it. And it's something that I really resisted doing. Yeah. So simple things like, yes, I am a workaholic, I own it, but why am I a workaholic? Like, those were questions I didn't want to address. Of course, along the way I addressed it that I definitely have tied my self-worth to work, because all my life as a student, I was not the best, brightest student. But when I came into the working world, I was always like the top 1% percentile in the workforce, Like suddenly I was like a hero.
You're
like,
the elite.
Yes, correct. Like always top ranking employee. So it was very easy to tie my self-worth to it. And it wasn't something I wanted to admit. Yeah, the narrative I gave myself was that I'm a responsible, committed worker, very accountable for all my work. Yeah, so having a good hard look in the mirror it's about creating awareness. Yeah, and once I am aware of what I've been telling myself all this time and what it truly can be, then it's making a choice also, right? Yeah, it's making a choice of, okay, do I therefore want to continue to be a workaholic? And it's nothing wrong to be a good and hard worker. In fact, I would say the Bible actually encourages us to be excellent in everything that we do. And it's something I still believe in. Like, I will give my excellence in my work. It just doesn't mean that I am going to work until midnight, which I did in the past. Yeah, which I did like with pride in the past. Like, I'll work until midnight every day. I'll work on weekends. So yeah, it's been quite the journey in the past 100 days, and it's something I treasure so much really, because it gave me my life back to a large extent. I know it's again very cliche, like work-life balance is something that I can say I now have, I no longer only appear in 3 places. I can appear in many other places too. I meet up with friends. Yeah, friends who used to always joke that, Wei Ning is always running. She's always running late. Or like, she's never going to be available for meetups and gatherings because she'll be working. To now, like, she's actually going to have time. Yeah, very, very different kind of satisfaction for me also to build human connections. And actually that's what God created us for, to have human connections. That is actually what matters.
So when you describe it, it's like you have more place to be a different version of Wei Ning, not just no longer in the tree.
Church, work, home, church, work, home.
no longer at this training place, but there's so much more places for you to be at, to even contribute your love to the community service, to dating, to family, to friends. There's so much more of you. Yeah, that kind of horizon just open up.
Correct. And these are just different sides of me, but it's still authentically me.
Yes.
Like, yeah. You know, you can talk to all the different people and it will still be the same version of me in that sense. Just different sides. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so amazing to explore this different kind of you. Like, you can explore so many versions of you to love. And every choices you make is so much more rainbow, like it's bring colors to your life. It's truly like vibrant living, like how that's one of the course called Colourful living.
Oh yes.
Yes, and you have commit yourself to that too. There's so much more of you to explore into relationship, into sexuality. Next coming will be about finance, about money, something that you love about.
Yes, that one, like abundance, prosperity. Why not, right? Money.
Not just money, but opportunity, the attractions, and and last one is the POI, the intimacy. It's so much more into self, into connections. Yeah, there's so much more to go. Yeah. And it doesn't stop you after the advanced living series, and you see yourself growing in so many more different courses, different range of life. Yeah,
correct. Yeah, and I mean, coming for the course, right? Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps some people will also have the similar conversations of I've got so much happening in my life, I don't have time to do this and that at the same time, you know. I would say come lah. Like, definitely I have a very new relationship with time now. Like, I can be doing a lot of things. Meaning, you know, in the past, for example, I'll be like, oh, I only have time for work and nothing else. Yeah, I wouldn't even have time to exercise. Now, as you say, like, got time for work, got time for exercise, got time to meet up with friends, got time to go dating, got time to go shopping, got time to come for training, got time to be here tonight.
Yes, got time to be feminine.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
It's so much more. Yeah, and another thing that I would like to ask with about faith and also being into a training. So maybe people have the crossroad, and maybe there are people out there that is thinking about, okay, if I am to attend a training, a personal development, I have the track that God has sent me, then why do I need to say yes to another training or things that are out of the God path? What would you say to the people that have that thought?
I would say don't limit God, because God doesn't only speak to people in church. God speaks to people in many ways. And for me personally, I definitely felt that, like I said just now, I have a much deeper understanding of God's word, like almost into my bone, that kind, you know. And it's very hard to shake it off once it sinks in. Yeah. So don't limit God. At the same time, discern, just as I did. I'm not saying just come in blindly and accept everything, right?
Yes.
Come in and discern it for yourself. Know what is right, know what is, maybe not for you. Every person that comes into this training are actually successful people.
Yeah.
And they're people who have achieved something in their lives. So clearly, for you to have achieved whatever you have in your life, you would have been smart enough, right?
Yes.
Intelligent enough to know what's good and what's not good for you. So for me, why limit the possibilities? Never try, never know, ma. Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And actually, this was something one of my friends from the legacy program told me. Because at that time I was weighing between, there were two things I was weighing. And what eventually got me to click was, she just said, what's the worst that could happen if you don't come? And what's the best thing that could happen if you did come? Yeah, that instantly shifted. Because it's so easy to focus on, I can't come because da-da-da-da-da-da. And, people will be like, I'm sure they are valid reasons. Yeah, some people will like, oh yeah, it's valid. But how many people would be willing to challenge you on that and go like, sure, that's a valid reason. It's a choice you have.
Yes.
And what's the worst thing that can happen? What's the best thing that can happen? And you make a choice. Yeah. Basically, in our term, I found someone who didn't buy my bullshit lah. Yeah. And it's a very valid bullshit ma. Yeah.
Having someone like truly see through you, it's really a blessing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And the people, the community that you have been involved is so much more like allow you to raise or to rise to where you could be. Like the possibility is just endless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is something that I keep telling people. So I say like, if you watch a badminton match, you could have the world number 1 and number 2 player playing in the field, and they will always still have a coach and an instructor on the side looking at them. And will the coach or instructor ever play better than this world number 1, number 2? Maybe not, Maybe yes, maybe not. But why are they still there? Why are they valuable? They're only there because they see things that the players do not see. The players still have to play. The coach and the instructors are there to get the players to win, to do better. So this is that community that I now have here. These are people who, they will call me out,
Yes.
Good friends, yes, we can have a lot of fun, but they will also call me out when, there are things that I did not see. And the intention is always to help me win.
And love doesn't mean kumbaya.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, love comes in so many forms. It doesn't just mean like, sayang you.
Not just that.
Right? Sometimes it's like, oi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different kind of love that you can find. Yes, there is kumbaya love.
There is.
Because sometimes when you're down, you just need someone to listen, to validate. But however, after that, then what's next? Is that wake up love.
Yes. Actually, last time, right? Okay, China, right? My Asian mom will always say 打是疼骂是爱, and I always like, I don't get it. Now I'm like, yeah, true lah. There is that truth that actually she loves what she loves. It's just not the way I like. Yes.
Yeah, people will beat you up or toughen you up. Yeah.
Correct.
However, it's also coming from where the intention is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many methods.
Correct. And the quick translation there is a lot of Chinese moms will say, hitting you and scolding you is my way of loving you. Basically, that's what that meant. Just in case.
So many forms. Like you talk about family. Like you're the eldest, or you're the eldest. Okay. So how are you and your family like right before and after the faith and everything? Yeah.
So I stay with my parents. I've got 2 younger brothers. How has it been before and after the training? I'm not sure anything much has changed actually in that front, because we've always had an pretty, good, close relationship. If anything, it's actually my willingness to now be a bit more upfront with what I have to say. And this probably is not just with the family, it's with all the community I'm around. I'm a major people pleaser. I love to please anyone I'm with. I'll be everyone's best friend. And then after that, I kind of put myself down because I need to please everyone, right? So, so like speaking up or standing up for myself is something that I definitely hesitated to do a lot, even at home. So now it's like realizing that when I be more direct, be more upfront, I'm actually not being rude. Not being rude, like that's not the intention. I'm actually being authentic. And that actually helps other people understand where I'm coming from as well. Yeah. And it's no longer, how do I say this? It's no longer me taking things and like just shoving it under the rug or under the carpet, It's like I'm just like, this is it, let's see how we can handle this. And it's not like nah, here you go. It's not also, right? It's just
this, and you
here
still
it
can
is.
hold your hand.
Yeah, I can still hold your hands, you know. But this is it lah. I'm not gonna like shove it under. But let's talk about it lah.
Yes. But there's so much more upfront. It's so authentic, connected.
Correct.
Yeah. That's with family and everywhere else happening around your community and relationships.
Correct.
That's amazing to hear. Yeah, I'm like, okay, now this Wei Ning is so much more brighter. Yeah.
Versus the 5 years ago podcast, right?
When I hear the word that you say, it's like the people around you that describe you, like there's so many people, maybe the age that you were, there's a forest for them to choose. But then you on the way you were, the way you are, that time the atasness means you can only find the one tree to be with. Wow, okay, that's how I first impression of you. But then after knowing who you are today, it's like kind of knowing there's so much more of you, and there's no longer one tree. There's so many varieties, so many life. So you no longer looking at tree, looking at skies, looking at the water, looking at everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's having fun.
Okay, let's do some advertisement for you.
What advertisement?
Are you still open looking for a relationship, dating for yourself?
Well, I am still single. I am available. Yeah. I would prefer someone who is of the faith and who has tried the training.
Yes, okay, at least we know where's the criteria is.
Correct,
okay,
correct,
so
correct.
the right person will come along the way lah. Let's see who that is. Okay, so advertisement time is already done. So up next, is there anything what other message that you want to give to the audience out there?
Don't be afraid to take a pause and look at life. You know, you may like what you see, great. You may not like what you see, great. Because if you don't like what you see, then this is an opportunity for you to make a choice again. You know? And actually, this reminds me, I was just having a conversation with a colleague actually 2 days ago. One of our friends lost her sister to leukemia, and her sister was only 33. And from the time she knew about her sickness to the day she left, it wasn't even a month. Yeah, you know, it just like that. And coming to situations like that, this colleague of mine was saying it's so easy for us to, you know, in such situations go like reevaluate our lives and go what's the most important thing, what matters, what should I prioritize. It's almost like a realization moment, and then very quickly, like 1 or 2 weeks later, go back into same old. And my invitation to her then was, why not have that realization and not go back into the same old, you know. Well, if you believe same old was good and okay, then by all means do that. But if you do not believe so, then why not make a change, make a difference? And that was what the whole Advanced Living series did for me. It was realizing that I didn't want to be same old. It was very easy to go back to same old. But yeah, that's where there's this whole community around me that's making sure that since I declared that I didn't want to go back to same old, they will make sure that I don't go back to same old. Of course, that's my part to play as well, because I'm that player on the ground, right? As much as the people around me can push me, I needed to make a commitment and a stand as well. It was just a lot easier with a lot of support around me, the right support. So just be open, just come, see, and take a pause to evaluate where you are in life. And you don't even have to be at the correct age to come.
Yeah.
Like, in my legacy program, one of them was 74 when he came. And oh my word, if I could show you him today, like the amount of change that he made a decision to make, like it's so inspiring. And those of us in the same cohort for legacy program, like we keep talking about how much he inspires us and how he inspires us to really live our lives with no regrets. Yeah. So yeah. There's so much more I would say, love it. Okay. Yes. I feel like it would like never end.
Yes, there's so many inspiration just popping up. It's a popcorn moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. That's another term we use, right? Yes. Popcorn moment.
Yeah. Yeah. When you set yourself on the path of growth, there's always a moment like this. You never know, it just grows until it popped.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's great to hear from you, your story, and your transformation in every area of life. And it's also quite fresh because I myself don't really know about God, but through you, I understand a little bit more. I know a little bit more. And thank you for sharing that part of you, like being so passionate about what you're doing right now. And open yourself up to love and to receive love, to give love. That's a whole lot of range of you that I get to experience today. Thank you, Wei Ning, for coming on to this podcast. And let's see where we want to go next.
More rainbow moments.
Yes, more rainbow moments, and allow your heart to continue on doing the speaking, doing the talk. So thank you for everyone tuning in. So continue on with all your questions or comments and just show your love to Wei Ning.
Thank you so much, Paggie.
And answer to the advertisement, please. Alright, thank you for tuning in tonight. See you next time for the next episode of Heart Talk. So remember, until next time, let your heart do the talking, and see you soon.
Bye-bye.